He'd always just land into the house, you know, and ask you, what are you cooking? And, you know, he'd have the kids so hyper and he'd just laugh at you and walk back out the door. Or, you know, he was very good friends with my husband, going hunting, fishing, you know. He'd just land, there'd be no, just normal.
I can remember lots of things about him when he was a little boy. He was a bit of a mischievous little fellow, you know. Oh, yeah. He didn't like wearing his glasses, and I remember him chucking her across a ditch one day. You know, things like that. But no, he wasn't a bad lad.
So we came to Ireland in 2005, both of us, and everything was like we were two sweethearts. Like we met at college, basically. So we knew each other for years. Like out of my 34 years, I knew Tom for over 20. So we basically knew everything about each other.
Mandy would always, she was so full of life, and Thomas as well. She'd be up dancing on Mum's range or on the table, and you know, she was so funny, and I just always remember her laughing and smiling, and she was so motherly. She was great with her kids. Thomas as well, Thomas was so hyper.
I lost a daughter in 2012. Kate was her name, and she was the loveliest lassie you could ever come across. She was so bubbly, so outgoing, so happy.
Life before Sinead died off, look, we were all happy, and we had the 3 children, and they were all into music, and they were all into football. Sinead was a great footballer, and so was Aisling. I was bringing them to matches and training, and the 3 of them was into music, and I was bringing them to Flaws and Feshes, and the 3 of them always entered, and we had a great time.
My parents were broken. Like, we used to always call Paul Golden Balls, because he was Mammy's boy, Mammy's little soldier, my sister used to call him. You know, and he was a spoiled brat. But it broke her. Absolutely broke her. It broke us all, but it really broke my parents. You know, that they brought him into this world and they could do nothing to help him either. So, talking is brilliant for everybody, just to talk, tell people how you feel, get the help that you need, and just don't do it. It is the most drastic thing that can happen. A family can break a family. And families stick together, you know, in times of everything. You just have each other.
But all you've got to do is text somebody and just say me, Auntie Margaret, I don't feel good. You know, I mean, I listen. I know everybody will listen. If you can't speak about it, text it to someone, phone someone and say, please, can I talk to you? And nobody's going to laugh at you. They'll help. There's so much help for young people, even your best friend. Because if you've got a best friend and you do something like that, they're devastated as well. And never think that the world would be a better place without you, because it's not. And it's not, is it? It's bad enough when a young person dies from natural causes, but for something like that, no. If you want to speak to someone, you don't know how to do it, text them, and they'll answer you. They mightn't answer you straight away, or even knock on the door. Anything. Pick up the telephone. But please, don't put your mums or anyone else through it.
You think, oh sure, what all, do you know what I mean? The world will be all right without me. It'll not be all right without you. Because there's somebody that loves you, husband or a wife or your grandparents or brothers or sisters or mother and father or friends, they all, Sinead, thought that she was on her own. Nobody had asked her, I'll be okay, you know what I mean, I'll get help, or they'll find me, you know what I mean, and the tablets will be okay, I'll be all right, but no, it wasn't, unfortunately. No. You've only an hour, that is all. The doctor in casualty in CAFA told me there is only an hour from when you ingest the tablets till you get to hospital to get your stomach pumped out. That is all you have. That window is an hour. It isn't long. So you mightn't be found. So please, if you take tablets, think just think for 1 minute. Life isn't that bad at all. Just think of all the pluses you have in your life and not the negatives, because I'm sure it's not that bad. Just talk to somebody and you'll feel a lot better.
I do say, never, the pain never gets any easier, when the people is left behind, and the hurt and the pain and it's at times that I say it gets, sometimes you can't cope, you have to leave and you have to walk away and, try and find something to, that you get so guilty, you get so guilty after it, And that's what I found now with Kate, but I felt the guilt, because I was her dad, I should have saved her, but it didn't happen like that.
If there's someone out there listening to that and thinking about ending their life, please reach out for help. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm not okay. There's absolutely fine to say that I'm having a bad day, just please help me out. There is no easy way out. The work will be probably hard. There will be work on yourself involved. There could be sad times, there could be happy times ahead of you. But life is so precious, and I know your family and people that love you, they would want you to try. Fight for every day. Because I know I'm fighting for every day, and I know everyone can do it. Either with help of medicine or with some sort of different type of help or therapy or whatever. But there is a ways of continue on your life, even with pain inside you, even with struggles. There is a way of continue on.
What they're trying to do is stop their pain. They're trying to stop their pain, stop all their worries and everything else like that. But it just leaves pure and utter devastation behind. It leaves 10 times worse behind for the families that are left behind. Your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your nieces, your nephews, your own children. They have to grow up without their mother, or without their father. I just don't think it's an answer. It's just a bad day, it's not a bad life. There's always a better way. Always a better way.